Good morning, guys. I couldn't resist to go outdoors and talk with you about the Rose Backroad gravel bike. The problem with this bike for me was that I made many rides on it. I tested it very well. It was hundreds of kilometers on the back road. I made many pictures, but I got very short notice when the bike would be picked up from my place, and I wasn't able to do the video. So I'm just talking about Rose Backroad, how it feels, how many different types of backroad bikes you can buy, and which one might be the best for you. So the one I was testing was the Rose Backroad Gravel Ultegra, sand black, beautiful bike. So Ultegra. Full group set, very good wheels, very good chassis, very good frame sets of this bike. So my bike was gravel, and then you can buy it as the cross bike, which will have same frame set, just one frame set for all types, but some different components like the tires, which will fit or suit better the cyclocross tracks. So that's the second one, gravel cross. The third one is multi-cross, which will be great commuter hybrid bike with the flat bars. And then the fourth one is the touring bike with just additional racks. It will be just all ready to go for some long tours, the back road in the travel option. But then when you click the Backroad gravel bike and you scroll down, you will see yet another type of this bike. It says make a Gran Turismo bike out of the Backroad. So you can still configure some and just tweak and change some components so that the bike will suit you the best. The price of this bike is 2,549 euros, which is not a lot for such a bike. We have high modulus frame, which weighs just over 1 kilogram, depending on the size of the bike. We have full carbon fork, carbon blades, carbon steerer, great. We have full Ultegra components, very good tubeless ready wheels, and all other components are branded, good brand components. The bike is light, 8.4 kilograms, and it rides very, very smoothly. It's a good bike. Smoothly meaning it's fast, but maybe not that smooth. That's in the second. First thing that you will notice from the Ultegra, which is so helpful on the gravel bike, is the shadow rederailleur. It is very stable. You're not gonna have your chain all around the chain stays, especially if you go for the terrain like here in the forest, some trails, and you're gonna hit some small roots. Small roots are difficult for bikes without any suspension, and so the shadow rederailleur will be great. The second thing that works perfectly from Ultegra, especially for the gravel bike, is the brakes. The brakes are very powerful. Even if you're riding on the hoods, you will be able to stop yourself, even if you're over 100 kilograms rider on the terrain. This will work. These are very powerful brakes, and they come with the original Ultegra rotors. So that is very, very good. The tires it came with were the Schwalbe G1 with the sidewall in the beautiful color that matches the sand black bike. It looks perfectly, and that's one of the things I have to compliment about this bike. The look of this bike and the quality of the frame, how it's been designed and made. It's very assembled. It's great. The cable routing, very good. Even if you look just under the BB shell, it looks very perfect. This is German precision. It's really nicely, neatly done, everything on this bike. I can guarantee you that, so I can compliment the bike for that. The second thing, the bike is light, stiff, and it's very fast. It transfers the power of your legs to the rear wheel very, very efficiently, so you're gonna like it. It is quite fast bike. If you wanna have fun, maybe you're a mountain biker, let's say, and you wanna feel how it is to ride on the road, but you don't want to have a road bike. Maybe you're a heavy rider, you want to train more. The gravel bike will be perfect for you, and you will feel the acceleration on just put some high pressure on the tarmac and you will be very fast on the bike. Put lower pressure and tubeless setup. I recommend tubeless setup, and it will be very good on the gravel roads. The tires, the G1 from Schwalbe, were 38 millimeters. if you're gonna ride through the rough terrain, like rough, not rocky terrain, but trails with the roots, especially with the roots or small rocks, 42 millimeter tires would be better, and the bike can accommodate up to 42 millimeter tires. So my 38 were great for me. I'm 74 kilograms right now, a rider. These were great. I would go for tubeless, but 42 for some rougher terrain, rougher surface would be just better. Remember, the bike doesn't have suspension. And then the disadvantage maybe of this bike, downside of having very stiff, light, high modulus frame, is that it's not very compliant. You will be maybe surprised how harsh it can be for you on the road. You've got the carbon seat post, it does flex, but the frame does not really flex. Even if you look at the rear triangle, you will see it's not made with in the thin line design or whatever some brands call it. It's made so that it's stiff, it's efficient, and it can take all the load if you're going to put some bags on the bike, but it's not made for compliance. Even the endurance road bikes could be more compliant than this bike. So you should know about that. It's not very compliant. That's why 42 millimeter tires on the terrain would be great. Now, Rose tells us on their website that the G1 Schwalbe tires are very low resistance tires, rolling resistance. I didn't feel that, maybe because of lower pressure. I didn't feel that these tires were like very smooth and fast on the tarmac. Not really. But on the terrain, especially hardpack, great tires. Those really small, tiny knobs on the tire will give you good grip on the hardpack. Not really on the sandy places, but if it's a hardpack, it's really, really a good bike. So compliance is not strong side of this bike. Now, which option should you go for? The gravel, the cross, the multi-cross with a flat bar, or the traveling bike, touring bike? I would say the gravel will be the most comfortable and I mean fitting to most of the riders. But I am surprised that this bike doesn't give you the option of putting the lowriders, the bags on the bike, even though it has it in the traveling option. Some brands do have it even on their cyclocross bikes, like super light carbon cyclocross frames. They have all the threads they need, the bolts. You can mount the racks, you can mount fenders. It's impossible on this gravel, so you will be limited to the back for your seat post and on your handlebars. That's it. So that's the disadvantage of that. But it will be quite nice in the gravel option. Then the cross, same frame set, but if you're spending more time during cyclocross season just riding and racing cyclocross races, it's cool. During the summer, you can use it as a commuter in the cross option. That's fine. But if you're not racing cyclocross, why should you go for it? And then the multi-cross with the flat bar, that would be like a hybrid bike, mostly for just having fun, fitness, and as a commuter. That's it. But if you're a little bit like stronger, you want to have fun, you like the speed, or you want to use it for the training and maybe put it for the winter, put it on the turbo trainer, then the gravel bike would be great. And of course, if you love going for 3, 4, 5 days or some weeks out in the wilderness, then the touring option would be the best. So what I think about Rose Backroad gravel bike, I like it. It is light, stiff, efficient. It looks great. It is of high quality, good price, Ultegra components, very good components, full group set, very good wheels, tubeless ready wheels, great looking, great quality for the price. Cool. Disadvantages, it's not really compliant bike, so don't think that this gravel will be more comfortable than your endurance road bike. Probably it won't be, even though it's got the carbon seat post. And finally, the gravel version doesn't have, and the cross version of course doesn't have all the mounts for racks and fenders, which is a bummer. I don't know why. I would really love to have that on the gravel bike, because people will use it for everything. Otherwise, great bike. You've seen the pictures I've made with it. Tell me, what gravel bike do you ride? Maybe you have some questions about gravel bikes. Put those in the comments and take a minute to fill out the poll. Bye-bye.